In the second video, we highlighted what successful people do when they meet a customer for the first time. In this video, the third video in this set, I want to go into this in more detail. The reason I want to go into more detail is because we know that if this face-to-face meeting goes well, you'll stand a very good chance of getting the job. This video contains tips that will help you to win more business. Tip number 1, we recommend that you use a 3-stage structure for the meeting. The reason we recommend this structure is because you can never afford to lose sight of the fact that while you've done this a lot of times, the customer is doing this for the first time. If you rush or use jargon that the customer doesn't understand, they are much less likely to buy from you. The structure we recommend is based on studying successful installers. The first step of this structure is to tell your customers about the benefits of natural gas. They may be an expert, or they may be a novice, or they may be somewhere in between. But if you don't establish this, you can't present an effective recommendation. You should be prepared to highlight 3 benefits of natural gas as a minimum. Fewer than 3 benefits doesn't create a compelling case for gas, and more than 3 and you can cause confusion. Once you're sure that the customer knows why natural gas is good, the next step is to tell them what sort of system you're recommending. Tip number 2. The key point is that it is not just what you are recommending, but why you are recommending it. Don't forget to tell people the reasons that you take for granted, like instant hot water, increased efficiency, freeing up space in the home, etc. Once you're sure that the customer knows why you are recommending a particular system, it is always worth gaining their views before you go on. The reason this is important is because it gives you a chance to confirm that the customer has understood you. If they haven't understood you, you'll need to explain it again. The final stage is to outline the cost. You may remember the quotes we showed you at the end of the last video. Use a quote template and remember to link the costs back to the system you've just recommended. You can use this time to check that you are gaining the customer's agreement to proceed with natural gas in general and proceeding with you. The best way to do this is to ask simple questions along the lines of, "How does that sound?" to see what the customer is thinking. When the quote has been explained, you're perfectly entitled to politely ask what the customer plans to do next. If you're polite, the customer will tell you. We all know that it is very possible that they will get a number of quotes because it is, after all, a big investment. And finally, you should introduce any relevant incentives that you are able to offer to the customer. Everyone likes the idea of getting a really good deal, and we know that the combination of a clear explanation of the benefits of natural gas and the system you are recommending, together with a good deal, makes for a powerful reason to do business with you. Regardless of how good a deal is, there are people who won't go ahead at this time. In the next video, we'll look at what you can do to guarantee that these people do buy and to guarantee that they buy from you.